Next we will learn finding inverse by elementary operation. We said we have three methods of finding the inverse. First was the formula that we have discussed. Second was the equation when we were verifying the equation and finding the inverse. The third method is finding the inverse by elementary operations. So elementary operations means what are the elements? Elements are written in the form of rows and columns. So elementary operations are of two types: elementary row operations, elementary column operations. In exam, the question is mostly asked as find the inverse by elementary operations. It is not written that you have to use row operations or column operations. So entirely our wish, whatever we are comfortable in, we can use that particular operation. Now what we have to remember over here is when we apply elementary row operations, all the operations will be in the form of rows. We cannot interchangeably use rows and columns as we were doing in the determinants. So if it is row operations, we will only do row operations, and if it is column operations, we will only do column operations. So there are three row operations which we will be using, that everybody has to remember. We can interchange either the rows. I can write R1 as R2, R2 as R1. We can multiply a particular row by a constant. Constant can be like this. Constant can be in the form of reciprocal, or we can add to a particular row some factor times the other row. These are the three operations that we will be using. Very important. I can change R2 to R1, R1 to R2. I can multiply R1 by 3. I can multiply R1 by minus 3. I can multiply R1 by 1 upon 2. Similarly, I can add R1. I can write R1 as R1 plus 2 times R2 depending on the operation, depending on the situation what we want. So these are the three operations. Everybody has to keep this thing in mind. If I am doing by row, my operations will be only in terms of row. And mostly a 4 marker question or sometimes a 6 marker question for a 3 by 3 matrix is asked where you have to find inverse by elementary. It is clearly written that you have to find by elementary. So in that case, we cannot apply the formula. If you are going to apply the formula straight away, you will get 0. So everybody has to remember this thing. Now, firstly, I will tell you how to find the inverse by row operation. So if we find the inverse by row operation, what I will write is, I will write A as I into A. I can write A as identity into A. Now, this is very important over here. When we do by row operation, we write A is equal to IA, and when we do by column, we write it as A is equal to A into I. Why? Because over here, I will be writing, I will tell you why. Over here, I will be writing my matrix. Over here, I will write my identity matrix, and this A will be as it is. Now, try to recall. When we multiply two matrices, we multiply the row of first and column of second. So, if I am making changes in the rows of product matrix will change. So, that is why we write it as I into A. Similarly, over here, if I write it like this, I will write it like this. So, A will be here and this is here. So, if I am going to apply column operations, the column of second matrix will change and hence the column of product matrix will change. So, that is why we write it here like this. Very important. You get, if it is a 4 marker question, half marks for this. If it is a 6 marker question, most of the times you get 1 mark for this. So, if it is row operation, everybody has to remember we have to write A is equal to IA. If it is column operation, we have to write it as, this is for column operations, we have to write it as A is equal to AI. Now next, what I will do, I will write it like this. Now, first thing that we have to remember, we will be following certain tricks. So everybody will do all the questions based on those tricks. The first trick that we have to use is, we will make this particular element as 1. Now what is the basis on which I will be changing this? Now my thinking process is, I want to change this particular matrix to identity matrix. In that course, this will also change. This will change to identity. This will change to some other matrix. Let's say B, and this is A. If the product of two matrices is identity, then it means it is inverse of, both are inverse of each other. So this is my working for elementary operation. I will try to change this matrix to identity matrix so that I get inverse. Clear? So first step that we will follow is, we will try to change in all the questions. The first element we will always make 1. And we make 1 mostly always by dividing it with whatever number it is present over there. So everybody has to remember this. First step will always be R1, if it is 1 already, no need, no worry. We will be doing this question. Let's count the steps. For all the questions, you will be following these steps only. So what we will do, we will first of all divide this particular first element by whatever number is present over there. So I'll write R1 such that R1 divided by 3. So this means R1 means all the elements present in the R1. Left hand side, right hand side will change. So this will be 1, this will be minus 1 by 3, this will be 1 by 3, this will be 0. And the rest of the elements will be same. Clear? So first element I have made 1. Now to make it identity, it should be 1, this should be 0, this should be 1 and this should be 0. So we will always move in U like this. We will always move in U. It means I will make first element 1, then I will make second element 0, then I will make third element 1 and then I will make fourth element 0. Always we will move in this way. First this, then this, then this, then this. Whenever we are doing row operations, everybody has to remember it clearly. Now to make this element 0, multiplication by 0 is not allowed. Only these 3 operations we have to use. So how can I make this 0? Minus 4 will be 0 if I add plus 4 to it. I cannot individually add plus 4. So what I will do is I will write it as R2 such that R2 plus 4 times of R1. I will, for this particular thing, I will multiply this by 4. So it will become 4 and add to it. So this will be 0. Whatever changes are made in R2 will be applicable for all the elements of R2. So over here my R1 will be as it is, exactly same. So I will quickly write my R1 exactly same. Then for R2 this we have thought of as 0. So I will write it 0. Now for the next element R2 is 2. So I will write 2 plus 4 times of R1. What is the corresponding R1 for this? Minus 1 by 3. So 2 minus 4 by 3, if I take LCM 6 minus 4, that is 2 by 3. So I will write it over here as 2 by 3. Next element is 0. So I will write it 0. 0 plus 4 times 1 by 3. So it is directly 4 by 3. So you can do these calculations as rough work. And everybody has to first of all try to do it on paper so that you don't do mistakes. And with passing times, when you do 10-15 questions, you will be in the habit of doing it mentally. Now next is 1. So if I do it as 1 plus 4 into 0, I will get 1 only. So this will be as it is. Clear? So I have changed, I have got 1, 0. So I have moved it like this way. Now I want to change it to 1, 2 by 3. Now you have guessed it right. 2 by 3 can be changed to 1 if I multiply it by 3 by 2. So whatever the number is present, you will multiply, you will divide by that number. So that is why it is reciprocal. So first step is to divide, second step is to plus or subtract depending on the sign. Third step is again divide or multiply. So now what I will do is I will write R2, R1 will be as it is. So I will write R1 as it is quickly. Now what about my R2? R2 I will write it as 0. This we have thought of as 1. So if I multiply this particular element 4 by 3 with 2 with 3 by 2, what will I get? 2. So I will write it over here as 2. And then next element, if I multiply it by 1 by 3 by 2, I will get 3 by 2. So I will write it over there. So now what do we observe? We have reached almost to the end. These two 1, 0. This is 1. Ultimately, we have to make the first element as 0. So how do we make it as 0? So what I will do, I will write it over here. So again, R1 needs to be 0. So minus 1 by 3 can be 0 only if I add plus 1 by 3 to it. I cannot add plus 1 by 3 alone. So it has to be with respect to some row. So I will write it as R1 plus 1 by 3 of R2. I will multiply this 1 by 3 and add to it. So this will have no effect on the other element. So that is why I told you, you have to follow a particular pattern so that once you have made a particular change, it does not change again. So if I follow in this particular manner, because of this 0, this 1 will not change. Clear? So everybody will follow this U method to reach to that particular answer. So now what I'll do, I will write my R2 as it is. Let us quickly write it R2 as it is. This A will be there intact. Now R1, this will not change. This will be 0. Don't waste your time thinking about this particular thing. Now for the next two elements, we will do the calculation. So what calculation we are supposed to do? We have to do R1. So what is my R1? 1 by 3. Then plus 1 by 3 of R2. What is corresponding R2? 2. So 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3 is 3 by 3. That is 1. So my answer is 1. I'll write it over here. Now next thing. Next number is 0 over here. 0 plus 1 by 3. So I'll write it here. 0 plus 1 by 3 into 3 by 2. What will I get? 1 by 2. So I'll write it over here as 1 by 2. So now what we have got, very important thing that I was telling you in the beginning, I have got my identity matrix. This is a particular matrix and this is A. If the product of two matrix is identity, then they are inverse of each other. So what is A inverse? A inverse is B over here, which is this particular answer 1, 1 by 2, 2, 3 by 2. Or you can write it as I is equal to A inverse A. Both the ways it will be correct. Ultimately you have to write this particular thing. For 4 marks, if you want 4 marks, you have to do all whatever way I have done it. Everybody is supposed to follow this particular method for elementary row operations. Finding the inverse by elementary column operations. Now what we will do, what we have to remember again, as in row I have taken the same question. Again, like row, we have the same 3 operations. We can interchange 2 columns, we can multiply it by a constant, and we can add to a particular column some constant times the other column. Now again, when it is column operation, we have to do all the operations in the form of columns. We cannot interchangeably use row and column. Now as I explained in the previous video, that we have to write it as, for row we have to write it as A is equal to IA. For column we have to write it as A is equal to AI, because over here whatever changes I will do over here in terms of column will be reflected in the product matrix, because when we multiply 2 matrices and we take the product, we take the column of second and row of first. So if I am changing the column, I have to write I secondly, so that the changes in the column are reflected in the given matrix. Now again, what will be the working line as we did for row? We have to make these as 1, this as 0, this as 1, and this as 0, and this as 1. I have to change it to identity. Again the logic is same. If this is changed to identity, this is A, this is B, they will be inverse of each other. Now when we are doing column operation, what is the pattern that I have to follow? I will move like this. When we were doing row, we moved in U manner. When I am doing column operation, I will move it like this. Means I will change first this, then this, then this, and then this. So now let's start. First element is 3. I have taken the same question. So again, to make it as 1, what I will do? I will write column 1 divided by 3. So over here column 1 will change. Column 1. So this is 1. This is minus 4 by 3. This will be as it is. Column 1 means all the elements of that particular column. Column 2 will be as it is. Again, next, as we did for row operation, we did 4 steps. Similarly, we will have 4 steps over here. In place of rows, we will have columns. Now next I have to move this way around. So now to make this particular element as 0, what do I need? To make minus 1 0, I have to add plus 1 to it. So plus 1 means I will add both the columns. So I will write C2 such that C2 plus C1. Over here C1 will be as it is. C2 minus 1, I will directly write 2 minus 4 by 3. 2 minus 4 by 3, 6 minus 4, that is 2 by 3. So I will get 2 by 3 over here. This is as it is. First column 0 plus 1 by 3 is 1 by 3. 1 plus 0 will be 1. Now next what I will do is, now what we have to do? We have to move this way. So I have to make this element 1. Now to make this element 1, what I will do? I will multiply it by 3 by 2. So I will say C2 such that 3 by 2 into C2. So now what I will do? First column will be as it is. This will be 1. This is as it is. This is as it is. This is 1 by 3 into 3 by 2. So it will be 1 by 2, and 1 into 3 by 2 will be 3 by 2. Now what is the next step? Next step is to make this particular element 0 using column 2. So how can I make this 0? We will write C1 such that C1 plus 4 by 3 times of C2. The same, if you observe both the questions, you will observe that we are following the same pattern, only the movement is different. And operations, if I see, first of all I'll multiply and divide, second I'll plus and subtract and add, third again I'll multiply or divide, and fourth again I'll plus and add. So almost all the questions will be done. In some of the question, if it is 1, we will miss this step, directly we'll move on to, we'll have only 3 steps, and sometimes we may be lucky if we are doing one operation, the other automatically changes, or there are some changes, but you will have 4 steps. At most you will have 4 steps. It can be less than 4 also. So now let's quickly change this up. C2 is same, so I'll write it as it is over here also. Now let's see, this is C1 plus this, so this will not change, this we have thought of, so I'll directly write. Over here, let's quickly do the calculation. So 1 by 3 plus 4 by 3 of C2 is 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3. So this is 3 by 3, which is 1. Now next is 0 plus 4 by 3 into 3 by 2. So this is again 2. So I'll write it like this. So we have got this identity. So I'll write this is identity A into B. So we say B is inverse of A, or we write A inverse is B, which is 1, 2, 1 by 2, 3 by 2. So for 4 marker question, this is of half marks and this is of half marks, and the rest of the marks are distributed. So these two are very important step. Everybody is supposed to write all the steps for doing a particular question. And remember clearly again, it is not mentioned in the question that you have to do a particular question by elementary row or column operation. So whatever you feel you are comfortable in, you can master that particular operation. You can either do all the question by row operation or all the questions by column operation. Full marks will be awarded to you.